This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon. Today, inshallah, we will continue with the remaining points. We will start by explaining the BLU, then how to create your receipt, then the BOS devices, how to connect your BOS devices, and also I will explain for you how to take backup, restore, and data initialization, and how to update the software. And about the purchase order, I will show you how to create a purchase order and how to receive it. And also about the inventories, I will explain the physical inventory and how to adjust the inventory. And we will go through the sales reports. So let's start with the BLU. About the BLU, we'll go to settings, BOS, BLU. Inside the BLU, we can create a shortcut to add item or to use a function. So for example, the F4 for cash payment and F3 for card payment and F2 for item search. And about the item, we can choose C for cheaters. So it's a shortcut for item cheaters. And how to create it, we can click on any button here. Okay, the shortcut type is there's two types, item and BOS function. So to create item shortcuts, we will choose the item. Then run command, we will click this button and search for the item. So let's say this shortcut will be for special key serial. We will choose it. The description will be the item name or any name you want. Special key. And here we can write the shortcut. So let's say the shortcut will be S and apply. So we create a shortcut for item special key. And we can also create shortcut for method or function. So we will choose the enter type is BOS function. The run command, here we can show all the function that's inside the software. For example, payment. We can choose the debit, for example. So this shortcut will be for the debit payment. So we can also click Control key or Alt key for this shortcut. So this shortcut will be Control and D. So let's apply it. So this the debit shortcut, Control D. Then we can save it. Inside the BOS, we first must to go to System and device settings, then BLU to activate this shortcut. So we choose this one and click save. I already click it. For example, if we click F2, it will open the search page. and C, for example, for Cheetos. So when we create C, the Cheetos item we will choose just the Cheetos item. And so on. We also can create more than one template. So if we click new, we can create a new template for the BLU. So let's name it shortcut. The size 5 by 5. And click apply. Now we can create a new template. So for example, we choose the Coca-Cola. The description will be Coca-Cola. The shortcut key will be C. And click apply, then save. So now we have 2 templates. We can choose from them. And this is about the BLU. So about the receipt, how to create your receipt. From the back office, we go to settings, BOS, receipt. Here we can change the receipt. Already we have 6 or 7 templates by default. This is the Arabic template. And we have also this one. This is about the sales receipt. We have also gift receipt. You can edit it, cashier in receipt, cashier out, and so on. So we can edit this one or create a new one. Also, we can duplicate existing receipt. So when we click right click, there's the option no new copy. So let's name this one Arabic receipt 2. And click apply, then save. So now we create a new copy, we can edit it. Or we can create a new one. To edit this one, there is a new 2 type of label. There is a text label and data table and data label. And also there is a barcode label, image label, line label to create a new line, and the text label and data label. So it's easier for you to create a new copy than edit the new copy. It's easier than create a new one because there is something called grouping. For grouping, you can choose the from and to line. So the line 27 and 28 for cash payment. So this line will be printed when you pay using cash. And there is also another group, it's called credit card. It's line 28 to 37. So this is will print when you use credit card. There is also for the payment, for the point payment, and so on. So for example, this one, we have the quantity right here. and the barcode, tax, and the price. And also we add the tax rate. If we don't want the tax rate, we can click on it and click delete. And the discount will print right here if we apply discount, and so on. And this group is for the customer information. So when you choose a customer, his information will be printed here. And inside the print settings, we can choose which receipt will print and which one will not. So in my example, this one, the receipt customer will print 1 copy and the remaining will print, will not print. So we can change it and choose the Arabic receipt and make 1 copy. So in this case, we will print 1 copy also only, and click save. So if you want to create a new one, you have to take care of the grouping. So you have to take care of, you create a group for cash payment and a group for credit card payment, and so on. So it's easier to copy one of the existing receipt and edit it. So this is about the receipt. John, about the multiple item now. You can only have shortcut for one item only at the time. So you have to add shortcut for each item. About the logo, yeah, you can add it. There is a label called image label. You can add it. For example, this one will have logo inside it. Yes, you can change the receipt size. For example, if we create a new one, we can choose the number of columns and number of rows. So if we make it 50 and 40, so when we click apply, the size is now different. Also, the existing one, we can change the number of columns. So if we make this one 60 and click apply, so we change the size right now, but we need to move the labels to be in the center of this page. So we can change it like this. So it will be in the center of the paper, like this one. Yeah, you can only edit the size by column and row. Choosing A4 and dot matrix isn't available right now. Now A4 and A5 is not available. You can only have the size by column and row. So any question about the receipt? Right now, the supported printer is the thermal printer. So the size will depend on the thermal printer. A4 and A5 is not available right now. So now about the BOS devices, how to connect your BOS devices. From the BOS, we will go to System and Device Settings. So here we can connect the receipt printer, barcode scanner, MSR, and so on. So for example, for the barcode printer, we will choose serial scanner and the port is USB and save it. We have to restart the software to apply this the change. And also there is another method to change the BOS settings from the back office, BOS devices. So from the back office, we can change the BOS devices for all the BOS units. So for example, BOS 1, BOS 2, and BOS 3. So from here, we can manage all the devices of the BOS units that's connected to the back office, this back office. So this is about the BOS devices. And now about the database, backup, restore, and data initialization. So to take backup from the back office, we must go to other database and backup and choose the path and confirm. Now we create a new backup. We can take the backup and restore it in other device to move the items and all the information. And so on. To restore a backup, we go to other database and backup restore. We will choose the backup and restore it. Now we can restore the backup by clicking restore. And for data initialization, you can go to database, other database, data initialize. So we can initialize the item, supplier, customers, and also the purchase order and sales. Auto backup for the back office is not available right now, but for the BOS, if we try to exit the BOS, they will ask if you want to take a backup or not. So you can take a backup from the BOS. But auto backup for the back office is not available right now. Any question about this point? So we finish this point. And now about the updating the software from the back office. We have to go to other program, check for updates, and also we can check the information of the lesson. So if we click this one, we can have the product key, business name, and business phone. And for the backup, for the update, check for update, we have to load the system. So when we check for update, we can see if the update is available. The update will affect the back office or the BOS. So for this example, the update will affect both of them. About the version, yeah, they must be the same version. This is about the update. And now how to create purchase order. So from the back office, we go to purchase order manager, new. Okay, search for item. we have to select supplier first and search. Now we can choose the items that we purchase order for it. For example, Cheetos, special key, and battery cable, confirm. So we can choose the order quantity. For example, for this one will be 20. This one 50. Special key 90 pieces. And we have to add the price also for the pieces. Say 2 BD. And this one 1.5. And this is 6 BD. And choose the tax, if it's a tax free or included. So now the total cost will be 40 plus the tax, and the total, we have to save it. So after saving, the status of this purchase is edit. We have to click on it and confirm it. So after confirm the purchase order, so now the status is approved. So when we want to receive this purchase order, we have to click on it also and click receive. So after click receive order, so now the inventory of this item will be changed. So click receive and then comment. So now we will close this purchase order by receiving the items. Finish and save. So now we receive this purchase order. So from the purchase order, receiving purchase order. So here we can see the information about the purchase orders. So now for this one, the set is closed and the total cost is 655. So when you click on it, we can't see the details for this purchase order. So now when we go to the physical inventory and see the purchase order, we can see that special key we have on hand 150 pieces. And honey nut, this one we have 50 pieces on hand, and so on. We can adjust this. John, about the purchase order. You have to make purchase order and then you receive the purchase order. No, directly you can't. You have to make purchase order first. Now about the vendor, you only can convert the purchase order to invoice, but paying for the vendor directly it's not available. So now this is about the purchase order. No, right now this option isn't available. We will consider it for future work. So now about the inventory from the back office. Inventory, physical inventory. We can see all the information about the inventories that we have. For the books item, we have to click on it and click on this tab. So we have information about all sides of this item. So this is the information about the inventory for the books item. Also for the style code item is the same. We have to click on it and click on this tab to see the information about all the style code inventory. And also from the inventory assist adjustment, we can adjust the inventory directly by clicking new. And search for the items. Let's say, for example, this one, Logitech mouse and Pop-Tart. So now the physical inventory for the battery cable and Logitech mouse is 0, and the Pop-Tart is minus. We can adjust it here. Let's say that we have 500 pieces of battery cable and 200 of Logitech mouse and 100 of Pop-Tarts, and click save. So the system will ask if I want to adjust the inventory, and I click yes. So now the inventory will be adjusted. So here we have information about all the adjustments that's made to the inventory. So for example, this one, I already have adjusted the inventory 2 times. So this is about this 2 points. There is also another pages for the inventory, like inventory by date, inventory shortage. This page will show only the inventory that have shortage inventory. So it's less than 0 or 0. We can also we have edit inventory state page. So after editing the inventory, you can see all the editing here, or also there is edit inventory state by reason. So we can have we can see the reason of adjustment by open this page. And also there is the initialization for inventory. So we will click receive, all the inventory will be 0. So after that, we can make purchase order to increase the inventory. John, about this point, we already work on it, so it will be available. But right now, it's not available. So now about the sales report. So if we go to the back office, sales report, there's many pages about the sales report. There's a daily sales report. So we can see the sales of for each day, which was at this range, and click search. We can see the sales for each day. So for example, in this date, we have sales 2 item, and so on. And also there is information about the employee that made the transaction and the name of the customer. So if you don't choose any customer, the name of the customer will be consumer. Otherwise, the name of the customer will available here. And also we have information about the payment method and if there is discount or not, and so on. And there is also sales report by receipt. So we can have information about the sales for each receipt number. So for example, this receipt number have 175 BB cash. This receipt number have 7.76, but it's not cash. They use so they use other either point or voucher or anything except the cash and card. And there is also sales report by employee. So from this range of dates, the employee Ahmed have one transaction with 6.58 BD, and the employee cashier have 18 transaction with net price 327. And also have we have sales report by sales hour. So for this range of dates, we can see the time. So this is the hours. So we can check when most of the customer come to the shop. So right here we can see that at 2 p.m. the number of transaction is 10, the net price is 26, and so on. And also we have the detailed sales report by time. So we can show the date. And see the transaction for each BOS and the time for it. So for this date, the BOS one have 8 transactions. And here we can see the date, the time for each transaction. And also we can see the sales report for supplier and payment type. So for the payment type, we choose this range of dates. So for this date, we have 7 transactions, all of them made by cash. And this date, we have 8 transactions, some of them with cash and the others with other type of payment. And we also can see the sales report by supplier. So right now we have only one supplier. So we have 2 suppliers in this range of dates. this item that sells for this supplier, and there is the quantity also for each item, and the net price and net cost, and the tax for each supplier. So this is about the sales report. There is also other sales report. There is a monthly sales report for each month. So we can choose the month and see the sales report for this month. And there is also reports by date. And this is the report that for the supplier, and reports by item. So we can have report about the profit margin by item. So for example, for this item, the profit margin is 100%. And for this item, the profit margin is 52. And you can, by date, we have the profit margin for each month. This is by month, and this is by date. So this is for each year. And this is, we can choose the month that we want. So for example, May. The profit margin for the 3rd of May is 87. And so on. So do you have any question about these points? So if you have any question, I will answer it right now. John, I already answered this question yesterday. Now, right now, we don't have open price. but we will consider this point. John, about the books item. So you have to create, so let's go to item information, like this item. So this is books item, the item type is books item. So you create the item by piece, and there's a tab here will be books items. So in this page you can add the different sizes. So the books item will be right here, and the piece will be here. And about the how to export reports. So for example, this report, we can right click on it and click export to Excel or preview to print it. So about the Excel, for example, for this one, if we click right click, export to Excel. So we can export this report to Excel. So any other question? So about the category, if you don't choose any category, the item will be under this category, the default one. Otherwise, the item will be under the category you choose.
Hello, Ahmed. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I have one question regarding the pieces and box item. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say I have one item. I have it with two sides, pieces and box. Okay. In
Okay.
each box, I have, for example, 12 pieces.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say I purchase two box, so I will have how many pieces? Let's say 24.
Yeah.
And how many box I will have two.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say I sell two pieces. So how is the stock report will show me? It will show me as I have one box and 10 pieces, or it will show me as total how many pieces I have?
The report will show how many total you have.
How many pieces only?
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot know how many books I have.
So you can see how many books you have by calculated by the how many pieces you have. So let's suppose that you have 10 pieces.
Okay, I get you. Okay.
And you
So if I have so many quantity with 100, with 1,000, like supermarket,
Yeah.
how will measure it? Only with pieces will be the main inventory
the
unit
main
for
will
me.
be the main will be pieces, and from the pieces the books will be calculated. So let's say you have
You show us the report before. Can you show me again?
which one?
Stock report for inventory.
Okay.
Okay, can you go to the books item?
This books item already I didn't make purchase order for it, so it's now by minus. Let's suppose that this one is 60, not minus. Okay. When we click on books item, okay, so this item is how many pieces? 10 pieces, yeah. So from the 60, we have 6 boxes of 10 items, and we have 2 boxes of 30 items. So you get the point.
So we have 3 sizes for this item.
Yeah, this item we have the 3 sizes. Yeah. So the converted
so
okay.
the second one, which is I don't know what you name it, the second size.
Okay.
Okay, let's say I don't have 60.
Okay.
You put the convert in each size. You have 10 pieces, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's say I have 18 pieces. It will show me that I have 18 pieces, okay, and one box.
Yeah, one box of 10 pieces. Yeah.
Well, I have only one box with 10 pieces, and the total pieces 18.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my one. Okay.
About the books report separate than the item report. In physical inventory, they show you only the inventory on hand for the main item. So for this one, we have 60 pieces. But when we click on box item, they will show how many pieces that we have, how many boxes that we have. But all the report that calculate the piece only, not the box. How many boxes? So about the minimum order quantity, we will see this point and work on it. Now about the alarm or warning. No, there is no option like this. So any question? So about the return now and recall, yeah, from the POS payment, we have option called recall. We can search for an invoice and select it. And also there is another option called return without receipt. So we can choose any item and click on return without receipt. So now we return an item without invoice or without receipt. So after we add item and click on return, so we can choose the method that we will return the money for the customer. So for this example, I choose cash method. So about credit customer return, if you mean that return an item and give the customer the points, yeah, you can. For example, this item, we click in return without receipt, and then we can click in store credit payment, and like this, the amount will be added as a credit to the customer. So do you have any other question? Yeah, there is a report for returned item. So if we go to back office, other sales report, item return, we have many reports about item return by item or supplier. And for example, this one is the return total by item. Ali, if you mean that you want to search inside the report, yeah, you can. You can right click and click search. So now you can filter the report from here. You can choose which column that you want to search on it, and click search. So another question.
Hi, Ahmed. Can we go to the sales report again? Daily sales report, or yes, daily sales report.
Okay.
Okay, can you take, for example, from start of this month to today?
So okay, this from the start to this month.
Okay, it's shown as item wise. If I don't want to see it as item wise, only sales without item wise. Only for example, see, because it's showing as not every day as item wise. Each transaction by item.
So you mean you want to see by transaction? Yeah.
Not by transaction, by whole day. You get it? You get my point?
So you don't want to see the items, right?
I want to see only the sales for today. For example, 1st of May. How much the sale? How much the tax? How much discount? How much breakdown cash card? Okay, and the next on every day. Each one by each row, each day by each row. Because in the report now it's showing by item.
Yeah, no, you can't. There's only this one, the daily sales reward, and buy receipt, and both of them they do. So right now it's not available.
Because if you will measure, for example, by each day, it will be difficult because it will show you by each item. Each item will set by each day.
Yeah. So okay, we'll check this point and add this reward.
Okay.
So Ali, there's another report inside the other sales report, daily sales report. So this one will give you information about each day. So if we choose yesterday, so this is the report only for yesterday. But you have to go one day by one.
Ahmed, I have another question regarding the barcode printer. You show us just how to connect the barcode printer, but what about the design? Is there is option to customize the design, or what's the tools? For example, if I want to print barcode for which item, how to use it?
Yeah, 1 minute. So about the barcode printer, we have to go to basic information, items, barcode list one. In this way, you can search for the items and choose how many barcode you want to print. Let's say 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 pieces. So now you can choose connect the printer and choose it and choose the labeled demonstration and print it.
Okay, what's the information to be printed? Can I customize it or no? Or if you have already customized design?
No, right now there's a customized design, but in future we will add different sizes and you can customize your barcode. Like so about the edit report, all user transaction. You can go to sales report by receipt. So here you can see all the transactions that happen with the receipt number. And about the data checker, what do you mean by it? No, about the data checker, no, it's not available. Any other question? So yeah, about the commission report, if there's a commission report, you can go to other sales report, fees and commissions, sales commission state. But before that, you have to add commission to the item or to the employee, so the commission can be calculated. Ali, if you mean that shows employee for each transaction, yeah, from the BOS, if you add any item and try to pay it, here you can select the employee. So if you don't have any question, I will end the session now. And if you have any question later, you can ask by WhatsApp. So that's it for today, and thank you.